know, like that. He would do like that.
So you break it up.
Yeah, he would do that, and that was his earlier
get
thing.
Slow-mo for people that, you know, are going dizzy watching your fingers now.
Yeah, right. I'm only picking one, yeah. Like that, but he would do stuff similar to that. Now, the lick that was really, really tricky. This is a neat one. Starts out in A minor, and I like to say it's A Dorian minor, because it's got the, you know, the D, and that progression will be major, so that would signify it as a Dorian. And it would be the opening lick, I'm the one, so you're doing the gallop. And that's just as neat. You know, it took me years to figure that out. No, it's alternating. So yeah. So you're gonna go on. Actually, after I have to name it. Let's see. We're gonna go E on the B string, right? You're gonna pull that off, and then you're gonna do, what is that? Is that a D? D on the G string, right? And then you're gonna do the pick and release, and that would be a C to an open G. And then you're going to actually hammer on that, which would be an A on the D string. So you're going to go. You know, like that. And as you speed it up, you know, and that's a Van Halen lick. That's a classic one because it's very tricky. And when you hear it on the album, you're like, oh my God. And then when you see it done, you're, oh wow, you know, I could have a V8 moment. And so that's a classic one. Another thing that he's always doing is he's always working the harmonics. So we'll go back to the same mode.
So many harmonics. He uses it in so many different ways.
And he'll go right up here. And what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go 7 up. Like that. And he'll get that one. And then another thing he'll do is he'll alternate between the 5th and the 7th. Like that. And he'll do a lot of those. Like that.
Is there a fundamental technique to getting that to come out properly?
Yeah, there actually is. There actually is. What I try to tell people when I try to tell them is that you have to strike, instead of striking inside the fret like you would normally fret a note or normally play a note, actually on the wire itself. You know, and I need to be a little louder to bring that out, but you can get and he'll do a lot of that. And you know, that's another thing. And I guess the big one is the Mean Streets, and everybody likes that. You know, he does the same thing there. So he'll go. You know, like that. You know, that was a little loose, but. Like that, and you know, man. I mean, like I said, as best as I can bring it out. But he was really, really nutty about that. I mean, and that's just a really weird one. If you want to go, you're going. That'll be like 5 frets up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 5 frets up. Then you go 4, and then you go 3, and then back 4 and back 5, and you hit them hard enough, and you play it loud enough with enough gain.
You're essentially getting sort of the chord arpeggio off of that.
Right,
right.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, and then
it's really interesting.
And another one's like if you're doing, like, let's say Panama, you know, you're going, you know, you say, let's just bring it right to the beginning. Everybody knows the song. You go, and you go, and you go, and then you let those 3 ring open. You say that's your high E on the 5th. That's your B on the 4th, and then there's your G on the 4th, and those are all harmonics, so it'll be. You know, like that, and that's another band.
A lot of people can't get that 4th one as easily, you know, it's like...
Well, just turn up the gain, man. You know, pretend you know what you're doing. Yeah, yeah, you know, it's all...
It's very important. I mean, you know, if you're playing something clean, that's just... It's like, talk to me. Talk to me.
That's exactly right. You got to make it talk, man. You know, it's a lot sloppy. Like, one of the old ones Van Halen did was it, On Fire. Was, you know what I mean? It's just nasty. And he was just doing that to make noise, and it was like...
Just a rhythm, yeah. It's all about rhythm.
You know, and
nice.
It's like weird, yeah. And not only that, when he does his solos, that's what the difference is between now, is that if you listen to a lot of the stuff that was coming out now, and you hear what's going on, a lot of people, they're playing by the rules, you know, and they're doing like, you know, if you're in minor...
Stay on the scale, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when he's doing like, let's say, Little Dreamer.
A lot of the accidentals, yeah.
That's natural minor, and then he'll go. And he switches to Phrygian. And he adds that little in there, and it's like, man, hey, wait a minute, that's not supposed to work.
That's very distinct.
That's not supposed to work. But it sounds fine if you're, you know, if you're playing the song and you actually do the solo. Well, it actually works. So it's like, you know. So there's a lot of rules that he broke, and a lot of the songs that he does, you think they're in the same key, and they're not. They've actually modulated about 4 or 5 times behind your back. They went from Dorian,
subtle, yeah,
to Mixolydian.